The law is supposed to be the backbone of logic, the grand pillar that separates civilization from chaos. But sometimes that pillar is holding up a circus tent. Deep inside the dusty archives of America's legal system lie laws so absurd, so gloriously stupid, they make you wonder if lawmakers were just bored, or drunk on power, or maybe just drunk. So buckle up, folks. We're taking a cross-country road trip through America's most gloriously ridiculous laws. Ohio, the drunken fish dilemma. Somewhere in Ohio's law books, it clearly says it's illegal to get a fish drunk. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who's out here running underwater speakeasies? But apparently, someone was. Maybe a lonely fisherman, maybe a scientist with too much free time. Who knows? The law supposedly came from an anti-pollution act, but the image it paints is priceless. A tiny cop in scuba gear holding a breathalyzer up to a goldfish. Sir, have you had anything to drink tonight? Somewhere in a lake right now, a carp is swimming in circles, wondering if he's still legally sober. 2. Ice cream pocket heist. In Kentucky, it's illegal to carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket. Sounds harmless, right? But no. This law dates back to the 1800s when horse thieves used ice cream cones as bait. They'd stick one in their back pocket, let the horse follow, and boom! Free horse, no crime. So, lawmakers decided to outlaw dessert-based horse theft. Fast forward to today, and it means if you're in Kentucky with a cone in your jeans, congratulations, you're technically an outlaw with sprinkles. 3. Yes, Connecticut, where pickles must bounce to be considered real pickles. This isn't a joke, it's law. Back in 1948, 2 con artists tried to sell bad pickles. The officials tested them by dropping them from a foot high. They splatted instead of bouncing. Case closed. So now, if it doesn't rebound, it's not a pickle. It's evidence. Somewhere in a government lab, there's a serious man in a lab coat dropping pickles like it's Olympic training. Number 4. Nebraska, the onion ban for barbers. Nebraska decided to protect its citizens in a very unique way by banning barbers from eating onions between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Forget hygiene codes, this was about olfactory survival. Imagine sitting in that chair, cape around your neck, and your barber leans in with onion breath strong enough to peel paint. This law isn't about manners. It's a matter of national security for your nose. Number 5. Alaska. Whisper-free moose hunting. In Alaska, it's illegal to whisper in someone's ear while they're moose hunting, because apparently hunters couldn't resist a little chit-chat in the middle of life-threatening wilderness. Picture it. One guy aiming at a massive moose, and his buddy leans in, psst, and weirdly, it wasn't random. Back in the 1850s, the U.S. Army actually imported camels for desert transport. When that failed, the soldiers let them loose. Suddenly, Nevada's roads turned into chaos. Camels blocking carriages, people swearing vengeance on humps. So lawmakers banned them. Today, it's just a fun reminder that Nevada once had traffic jams caused by camels. And honestly, that sounds like a better Vegas show than half the Strip. Number 8. Oklahoma. The Great Whale Crisis. Landlocked Oklahoma made it illegal to go whaling. Yes, whaling. No ocean, no problem. Somewhere, a politician copied a coastal law word for word and never noticed the missing sea. So now, Oklahoma proudly boasts 0 whale attacks and a perfect maritime safety record. Good job, Oklahoma. You really showed those imaginary whales who's boss. Number 9. California Blythe. Cowboy Boot Ownership Act. In Blythe, California, you can't wear cowboy boots unless you own at least 2 cows. That's not law. That's gatekeeping. Basically, if you don't have cows, you don't deserve the drip. It's like saying you can't wear sneakers unless you run marathons. Somewhere out there, a broke cowboy stands barefoot, staring at his 2 imaginary cows, whispering, "One day, boys, one day." Number 10. Texas. Thou shalt not milk thy neighbor's cow. Texas law says it's illegal to milk someone else's cow. Simple rule, right? But it makes you wonder, who did this enough times that the government had to step in? Imagine the scene. Sunrise on a ranch. A man caught red-handed with another man's bucket. I swear, Sheriff, she mooed first. This isn't about property rights. This is about dairy boundaries. In Texas, you can borrow sugar, but don't you dare borrow milk. Number 11. Florida. No singing in a swimsuit. Florida, the land of sunshine, alligators, and musical restrictions. According to one of its stranger laws, it's illegal to sing in public while wearing a swimsuit. So if you're at the beach and suddenly feel the urge to belt out Let It Go, congratulations, you've just committed a felony in flip-flops. The logic? No one's really sure. Maybe lawmakers wanted to protect the public from soggy serenades. Or maybe one too many lifeguards broke into song mid-rescue. Either way, in Florida, your bikini can't come with a backing track. Number 12. Arizona. Donkey in the bathtub ban. In Arizona, it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. Strange? Sure, but there's a reason. Back in the 1920s, a rancher's donkey used to nap in an old tub. One night, a dam broke, and the flood carried donkey and bathtub miles away. After an exhausting rescue, the town passed a law. No more donkeys in bathtubs. It's oddly specific, but hey, that's one way to prevent a repeat of the Great Bathtub Burrow disaster. Number 13. Georgia. Chicken crossing prohibition. In Gainesville, Georgia, it's illegal to let a chicken cross the road. Yes, that joke just became a crime scene. The law was originally about keeping poultry off highways, but now it reads like a stand-up routine gone too far. Imagine the poor cop. "Ma'am, is this your chicken?" "Why, officer?" She attempted to cross without a permit. The age-old question, why did the chicken cross the road? Apparently, in Georgia, it's not allowed to find out. Number 14. Maryland. No lions in the movies. In Baltimore, Maryland, you can't take a lion to the movies. Somewhere a 1920 showman must have thought, you know what this romantic comedy needs? A live lion. Officials disagreed. Now it's law. So if you ever find yourself in Maryland with a popcorn-loving lion, remember, Netflix is your only legal option. Number 15. Vermont. The watermelon banishment. In Vermont, it's illegal to keep a watermelon in your bathtub. The origins? Nobody's sure. Some say it's plumbing related. Others claim it was to stop fruit fermenting into bathtub booze. Either way, imagine a detective walking in on a scene. Rubber duck, loofah, and a massive watermelon soaking like it's on spa day. Vermont didn't just ban watermelons in bathtubs. They banned bathtub fruit therapy. Number 16. Alabama. The fake mustache church law. In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in church if it causes laughter. Because nothing says divine reverence like a mustache-related misdemeanor. This law probably came after one too many Sunday pranksters showed up looking like Chaplin during communion. So next time you attend church in Alabama, keep your upper lip serious. Salvation doesn't come with slapstick. Number 17. Maine. Dunkin' Donut dance ban. In South Berwick, Maine, it's illegal to park in front of Dunkin' Donuts for too long. Why? Because apparently people were turning it into a social club instead of a coffee stop. The result? A law declaring donut loitering a civic threat. So in Maine, you can have your coffee and chat. Just don't turn it into a caffeine-fueled block party. Number 18. New York. Ghost Hunting Disclosure Act. In New York, if your house is haunted, you have to legally disclose it before selling. Yes, haunted real estate law. It all started with a woman who sold her famously haunted home without warning the buyer. The court ruled a haunting is a material defect. So now, in New York, ghosts have paperwork. Somewhere out there, Casper's real estate agent is making commission. Number 19. North Carolina. Karaoke curfew for cats and dogs. In North Carolina, it's technically illegal for pets to create nuisance noises after 10 p.m. That includes barking, meowing, or According to one overzealous town, musical sounds. If your dog howls along to a midnight playlist, congratulations, he's now a criminal. North Carolina, where even the pets need a noise permit. Number 20. Wisconsin, no butter impersonators. In Wisconsin, it's illegal to serve margarine instead of butter at a restaurant unless the customer specifically asks for it. Because in America's Dairyland, fake butter is treason. This law came from a decades-long battle between butter farmers and margarine makers. So, if you ever ask for toast in Wisconsin, you better mean real butter, or prepare for a dairy rebellion. Number 21. Kansas, no snowball warfare in Topeka. Kansas, it's illegal to throw snowballs. That's right, the Winter Classic, officially banned. The idea was to prevent injuries, but it accidentally criminalized childhood itself. Imagine a police report. Suspect, age 9, armed with a frozen projectile. Somewhere, a kid is serving hard time in timeout for a snow-based felony. Kansas, where Mother Nature makes the snow, but the law decides who throws it. Number 22. Louisiana, the pizza tax rebellion. In Louisiana, ordering a pepperoni pizza for a group can technically be taxed differently than ordering individual slices. Because apparently, the state once decided that pizza geometry determines your tax rate. Is it a circle? One tax. Cut it up? Another. It's the only place where your dinner comes with a math problem, and possibly a fine for bad division. Number 23. Washington, Bigfoot is a protected citizen. In Skamania County, Washington, killing Bigfoot is punishable by jail time. Yes, the mythical creature has legal rights. This law began as a joke, but it stuck, just in case the legend turns out to be real. So if you're out hiking and spot a 7-foot hairy local, don't shoot. You're looking at the only resident with both invisibility and government protection. Number 24. Massachusetts, no exploding golf balls. In Massachusetts, it's illegal to own exploding golf balls. And yes, this was a real problem. Prank golf balls that blew up into smoke or paint mid-swing. Lawmakers finally said that's enough chaos on the greens. Because golf might be boring, but it's not supposed to be combat training. Number 25. Illinois, the Canine Fashion Act. In Galesburg, Illinois, it's illegal to keep a dog smelling bad or dressed indecently. The law doesn't define indecent, so technically, a chihuahua in a miniskirt could be a public offense. Imagine the courtroom. Your Honor, the poodle wore sequins. We had no choice. Somewhere, an entire canine fashion week was ruined by legislation. Number 26. Utah, the milk regulation mystery. In Utah, it's illegal to sell milk that's been colored to look like another beverage. Apparently, someone once dyed milk orange to sell it as orange juice. So lawmakers crack down. No more dairy deception. Moral of the story? You can't fool Utah with fake juice or sneaky calcium. Number 27. New Jersey, soup slurping statute. In New Jersey, it's illegal to slurp your soup in public. This isn't an etiquette tip, it's an enforceable rule. Picture a cop walking up to a diner table. Sir, step away from the bisque. Some say it's about manners, others say it's about noise pollution. Either way, the law proves New Jersey takes both silence and soup very seriously. Number 28. Pennsylvania, no fishing with dynamite. It's illegal in Pennsylvania to fish using dynamite, explosives, or your bare hands. Which means, yes, at some point, people were doing all three. Apparently, fishing rods were for amateurs. Now, if you're caught trying to blow up trout, it's less gone fishing, more gone to jail. Number 29. Minnesota, the pig parade policy. In Minnesota, you can't parade a pig through the streets unless it's clean. That's right, no dirty pigs in public. This law dates back to early agricultural fairs, when muddy livestock ruined Sunday parades. So if you want to show off your prize hog, soap up first. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness, period. Number 30. Tennessee, the lasso law. In Tennessee, it's illegal to lasso fish. You heard that right. Fish. Apparently, some overconfident cowboys thought they could rope underwater. So lawmakers had to step in and say, "No, Jed, that's not how fishing works." It's less of a law and more of a gentle reminder that rope and trout don't mix. Number 31, Colorado, the couch law. In Boulder, Colorado, it's illegal to keep a couch on your front porch. Not because furniture is dangerous, but because college students kept lighting them on fire after big games. So now, one city's war on spontaneous bonfires has criminalized outdoor comfort. Imagine getting fined for possessing an over-enthusiastic sofa. Colorado, where your couch could become contraband. Number 32, Hawaii, the billboard ban. Hawaii has banned all billboards, everywhere. It's the only U.S. state where roadside advertising is illegal. The idea? Preserve the natural beauty. So while the rest of America screams, "Buy now," every mile, Hawaii just quietly says, "Look at the ocean." It's the one law that proves silence really does sell serenity. Number 33, Indiana, the mustache kissing rule. In Indiana, it's illegal for a man with a mustache to habitually kiss other humans. Yes, that's in the law books. Historians say it came from an old hygiene concern, or maybe jealousy. Either way, in Indiana, your upper lip hair determines your romantic rights. So, if you're mustached and affectionate, better lawyer up before puckering up. Number 34, Idaho, the gift of surprise. In Idaho, giving your sweetheart a box of candy weighing over 50 pounds is illegal. Apparently, someone once thought love should come with a weight limit. The law aimed to prevent wasteful spending, but now it just sounds like government-issued portion control. So remember, in Idaho, romance is sweet, but not bulk-sized. Number 35, Michigan, the crocodile parade law. In Michigan, it's illegal to tie an alligator to a fire hydrant, which raises one big question. Why was that even happening? Officials never explained, but the mental image is priceless. Firefighters racing to save both the town and a mildly annoyed reptile. Michigan, where even the alligators have parking restrictions. Number 36, Rhode Island, no biting off another's leg. Rhode Island law once stated that it's a felony to bite off another person's leg, which suggests that at some point, this was a trend? You know your state's had a rough week when no leg biting needs to be clarified. Some laws are about traffic. Rhode Island went full zombie prevention. Number 37, Wyoming, the photography permit for rabbits. In Wyoming, you need an official permit to take a picture of a rabbit from January to April. Apparently, someone thought bunny paparazzi were getting out of control. The idea was to protect wildlife during breeding season, but it still reads like a weird Easter conspiracy. Smile, but only if you've got paperwork. Number 38, Oregon, the whistling underwater ban. In Oregon, it's illegal to whistle underwater. Nobody's quite sure why this needed to be said, but the law exists. Maybe it was to stop swimmers from disturbing fish, or maybe someone just really hated overachievers. Either way, it's proof that even nonsense can make a splash in legislation. Number 39, New Mexico, the rubber reptile rule. In New Mexico, it's illegal to sell fake reptiles as souvenirs unless they're clearly labeled imitation, because apparently tourists couldn't tell the difference between a real lizard and a rubber one. Now, every fake snake comes with a disclaimer. It's not just the law, it's consumer protection with scales. Number 40, Iowa, the one-armed piano law. In Iowa, it's illegal for a one-armed pianist to charge money for performances. This bizarre relic came from a 19th century circus regulation meant to stop exploitation of performers with disabilities. It was supposed to protect people, but ended up banning talent instead. Moral of the story? Sometimes the road to legal hell is paved with good intentions. Number 41, Arizona, the donkey in the bathtub law. In Arizona, it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. Back in 1924, one wandered into a rancher's tub. A flood swept it miles away, and rescuers spent hours chasing the floating beast. The town decided one thing: never again. So now it's written in law: your donkey can soak, but not snooze. Number 42. Kentucky. The ice cream pocket ban. In Kentucky, it's illegal to carry ice cream in your back pocket. It wasn't about hygiene. It was about horse theft. Thieves used to lure horses away with sweet treats in their pockets. Now, over a century later, the law remains, protecting horses from dessert-based deception. Number 43. Alaska. The moose helicopter law. In Alaska, it's illegal to push a live moose out of a flying airplane. Yes, someone did that once. The 1970s Moose Drop Festival went horribly wrong, and lawmakers decided to make sure no one ever repeated that bright idea. So now, in Alaska, you can skydive. You just can't moose dive. Number 44. Vermont. The water whistle ban. In Vermont, it's illegal to whistle underwater after dark. Nobody knows who tried, but someone clearly did. Maybe it was a midnight swimmer or a bored fisherman. Either way, the law still exists, haunting divers like a soggy punchline. Number 45. Washington, the Bigfoot Protection Act. Washington state has an official law protecting Bigfoot. Seriously, killing or harassing a Sasquatch is punishable by fine or jail. Officials say it's about safety, both for mythical beasts and drunk campers with furry costumes. So if you spot Bigfoot in Washington, wave, don't aim. Number 46. North Carolina, bingo time limit. In North Carolina, bingo sessions can't last more than 5 hours. Apparently, the lawmakers feared people might gamble themselves into eternity, so they put a cap on fun, or addiction, depending on who you ask. 5 hours of bingo, then back to reality. Number 47. Pennsylvania, the explosive wedding law. In Pennsylvania, it's illegal to discharge cannons, guns, or fireworks at a wedding. This law came after 19th century celebrations got too enthusiastic. So now, matrimony and munitions are legally separated. You can say "I do," but you can't say "boom." Number 48. Georgia, the chicken crossing law. In Quitman, Georgia, it's illegal for chickens to cross the road. Not metaphorically, literally. The law exists to prevent traffic accidents caused by runaway poultry. So next time someone asks, why did the chicken cross the road? In Georgia, the answer is simple. It didn't. It's illegal. Number 49. Massachusetts, the exploding baseball ban. Massachusetts once banned exploding baseballs because, yes, someone invented them. A novelty gone wrong. They injured a few unsuspecting players, so the state banned them entirely. Moral of the story? Not every idea deserves a patent. 50. Law. In California, it's illegal to limit the amount of sunshine a neighbor receives by planting tall trees. This is the Sunshine Protection Act, because in California, even sunlight is a civil right. So if your redwood blocks your neighbor's tan, congratulations. You're breaking the law. Supposed to be logic carved in ink, a monument to reason. But sometimes it's just a reflection of how gloriously strange humanity can be. From singing in swimsuits to outlawed donkeys in bathtubs, each rule tells a story. Because behind every absurd law, there was once a human trying to make sense of chaos and accidentally writing comedy.